Gang, we're back for part two. Objective 5, create, sort, and filter an Excel table. A little preamble here. Excel tables are, in my opinion, a key tool in Excel. You'll see them for a variety of reasons. The two biggies, as far as we're concerned, are basic Excel tables as well as pivot tables. So we'll be visiting both those guys. But this is our first introduction to the Excel table. There's a lot more to it, but this is a great start. Alrighty. So to analyze the group related data, you can convert it into an Excel table. Yeah, and they've done that by not that. And sheet two. That's an Excel table. A bunch of reasons why. We'll get to that shortly. Alrighty, so that's what it looks like, and it does a whack of stuff. So, page 188, activity 2.14, creating an Excel table and applying a table style. Be sure that you have applied the unfreeze panes command. Nothing can be frozen for it to work. Okay, no rows on your worksheet are locked. Then we're going to click on A14, insert tables. It's also Control T, and there's a 2 or 3 other ways. I don't remember the rest of them, but insert plus table tables or Control T does the same thing. So let's go do that. One, A14. Does it matter where I am? Not really. Really not. Okay. And we do the insert table, insert tab, tables group, and table. It's going to say, is this the range or the data range for your table? Yes or no. So you see the marquee. You want to make sure my table has headers, and at the top of each column of text is a header identifying the kind of data that it is. Yes and okay. As soon as you see that, the table, the text, or sorry, the content changes, or changes. It's now confined or defined into a table, and you also see the table design ribbon. There's a heading for each column, and if you click on each cell, you at this point we still just see F20, A26, G19, whatever the column or row headings or cell happens to be. Alternate rows are one color and then clear, so blue, white, blue, white, blue, white. And you notice as we scroll up or down, remember we saw the freeze frames before? Oh, sorry, freeze panes before. And as you scroll up or down in the table, the headings of the columns actually take over the column headings of the column headings. Instead of A, B, C, or D, you've got quantity and stock, item number, and so on. You've also got these little toggles, and we'll get into these guys a little bit later on. Okay, so that's a quick tour of a table. So the dialog box, the range has been selected. And everything looks good. So the column title in row 13 will form the table headers. Check. And by clicking on a range of contiguous data, Excel will select the range. We did that already. You click anywhere in the data set, it's going to go and find what it thinks the logical range is, and you say yes or no. Okay. So there's that. We've inserted the table. Then we're going to go to table design, table styles, and more. We're going to go to the light category, and then we're going to look for light blue, table style, light 16. I wish they did this all the time. I much prefer doing this. So light blue, table style, light 16. Light and 6. Well, not working. 19, 18, 17. There we go. There's 16. Basically the same. The only difference is the heading. Wow, it was painful. And if it's not available, choose a similar style. You heard it from the book. It said we could choose a similar style if you wanted to. And I wholly approve of that. Go back to A1 and save, and then we're going to go on to the next step. A1. Again, the reason they're doing that just more so a habit than anything else. Two of the many features, um, concepts, activities, things that you can do in a table. Two of the biggies are sorting and filtering. And so we're going to do a little bit of that. So it's based on the conditional formatting applied to a stock level column that contains the word order are not formatted with cell shading. That doesn't mean anything to me at all. Let's go down a little further. So what we're going to do is go to row 13. Then we're going to click on the retail price arrow. And then we're going to sort from smallest to largest. So if the lowest number is 1 and the largest is 100, so 1's on the top, 100's on the bottom. And the little up arrow. So let's go do that. And then let's come back and see what else is next. The price. The arrows here. There's a variety of different names to them. Click on the little drop down arrow. You've got smallest to largest and largest to smallest. Smallest to largest. And you'll see there's an itty bitty teeny weeny little arrow pointing up. Okay. And the lowest value is on the top and the highest value is on the bottom of your range. That's pretty straightforward. Next one we're going to do, category arrow and sort A to Z. Why one versus the other? Because one is a number. That's why it's the smallest value to the largest value. If it's a label, obviously it's going to start off with alphabetical, so it's sort Z to A or A to Z. So we're going to go category and sort Z to A. Okay, there's only two choices, so sort Z to A. There's P's, O's, M's, and C's. That makes sense to me. So it sorts the rows alphabetically by category, and within category, it sorts the rows from smallest to largest by the retail price. Let's go back and have a look. Maybe now it's going to be a little bit more useful for us. Let's look at let's look at the pair. The highest pairs 4, 7, 9, and 9. So it's the lowest value, it's 104.99. All right. And the highest value is 109.98. Let's go down to oak. The lowest value is 102. And in the oak grouping, the highest value is going to be 109.99. So you can see it's a combination of sorting and arranging or rearranging. So it's not just one group or one column. Now I'm going to go into the third one. I'm going to click on the item arrow, smallest to largest. And again, it's going to apply an ascending order using item number column. Now, the only piece of advice I'm going to give you here is don't be surprised by the options that you get. Now, the other thing is item number, my opinion, should technically be considered label or text, but we're going to sort it, even though we're not going to do any calculations with it. Smallest to largest. That kind of bridges both labels and text. 13, 258, 258, 15, 16, 21, 22, and so on. So sometimes it really is a wee bit confusing. Not a big deal. Now we're going to do the filtering, which means you have a group of rows and you want to either filter something in or filter something out. And by that, I mean, let's say you want to see only the oak. By filtering it, I only want to see oak in the category. Yes, the rest of them are there, but I only want to see the oak. Or conversely could be, with the stock level, I do not want to see order. I only want to see the OK. Another option could be, I want to see full shade only, and I don't want to see filtered center. It's different ways of filtering the information in or filtering the information out. And then the easy part is displaying. They always do that. They give a great big preparation. Oh yeah, and display a total row. All right. So we can filter the tables. I've explained about it. And you can display only a portion of the data based on matching specific values. Basically the same thing I said, but fancier. We're going to go to the category arrow. We're going to click on the select all checkbox. So we want to clear everything off. So you've got a blank slate, and then we're going to select those things that we want to keep in it. All right. So we only want to see the maple. Category arrow. Let's see. Arrow. Select all. So I want everything clear. So there's nothing selected at this point, and the only one I want to see is the maple. It doesn't mean that the rest are gone, it's just that we're only going to display the maple. We're also going to look over here at the row headings, and you're going to see that some of them turn blue and some of them kind of sort of disappear. And if you look really carefully, you'll see that there are actually hidden rows. Not that you can unhide them, but also you see a little filter symbol there, or the funnel, and that's your filter is equals anything that is maple, I'm going to show, everything else I'm not. We did that, equals maple, we did that, and now we've got a small funnel, and notice equals maple display to indicate it's there. You know what, we have it, let's go look at it. Equals maple, it's there. Now we're going to click on any cell in the table, and we're going to go and click on the total row. Whilst we're there, we're going to have a quick look around the ribbon itself. Zoom out a smidge. Better. You can see. Beautiful. Yeah, they're all there, just some are hidden from view. Any way you like. Table design. Super quick review of the ribbon. One thing they haven't done yet is to give the table a name. And I'm going to be very precise about my language here, object should be given a name. Like if it's the quantity table or the, which one is this, tree statistic table, or maybe it's a tree nursery table, or maybe it's the Rosedale landscape and garden table. So, yeah, that's what they are. Now, anywhere in here, you can give it a name, so we could call it Rose Hastina. You can call it table. Rosedale. Next step is going to be table design and total row. Now the total row does not, even though it behaves like a total row or like the sum function or like the average function, it actually behaves a little bit differently for a variety of reasons, but mostly because of the structure of the actual table itself. So that's why things look a little bit different. And also, if you want to think about it, a table kind of sits on top of the Excel spreadsheet versus inside the spreadsheet cells. Like if you go into C4, so I typed in tree statistics. Kind of, sort of, technically, the table sits on top of it, and everything kind of, sort of, works inside of the table. I know it's kind of weird to talk about it that way. Okay. The total rows. So now we're going to go to A43. There's an arrow to the right of A43. I'm going to select sum. And then you're going to see exactly what I'm going to talk about. A So what it's going to do, it's going to take a calculation of 68 plus 179 plus 81 plus 81 plus 70 plus 92. Even though there's a whole whack of other ones, that's the total it's going to give you, and it'll come up to 571. Yeah, it works. Here, A11, we're going to type in Maple Leaf. Y, I'm going to type in Maple Leaf. Obviously, we're going to do some kind of calculation there. And we're going to go to the category. We've done that. In B11, we're going to type in the number 6. Where are we? B11. 6. Okay. I am intrigued. To get that. Nope, nope, nope. I almost messed up royally. I did not mean to do that. It's nothing more than a title. It looks like you're thinking we're going to do something good. Okay.